Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWL Lindsay with love, and today is January 20th, 2025. I would typically tell you that I'm an energy artist and ascension guide, but at this point, I feel like I'm somebody who reprograms your subconscious mind. So, welcome to the show. I will help you blast through your limiting beliefs. I will help you release fear. I will get you out of stuck cycles in your life so you can actually use your energy to manifest, which is what you came here to do. So welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. I've had some revelations. TikTok went away for 12 hours and your girl blasted off into a new frequency. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it this morning. All right. Wendy's in the house. Good morning, Wendy. Grams is in the house. Photo Viva, welcome to the chat. Nikkei, welcome. Seishi, welcome. Aaron, the VIP Aaron, thanks for sharing the live. You guys, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. VIP Deborah is in the house. All my friends are here. Let's get going with the show. If you are new and you plan on sticking around, say hello to me in the chat. Thank you for the follow, user 222-7574514-825. How come people don't pick user handles? Thank you, VIP Deborah, for the rose, and good morning, Wendy. Thank you for being here. All right, let's go on with the show. So, everybody knows that TikTok went away for a hot minute. Literally, it felt like it was gone for 60 seconds. You are new, Sparky Man the Yorkie. Well, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Karen. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, everybody, TikTok went away, but it was kind of interesting. I have one question for you first and foremost before we start the show. How many times did you accidentally open TikTok even though you knew TikTok was banned? How many times did your thumb just accidentally tap that icon? I'll share my number with you, but I want to know how many times did you guys accidentally open the app? Good morning, VIP Catherine. Lindsay, hey Lindsay, nice to meet you. I love the name. Way too many, Karen says. 10, Meg says. VIP Deborah says, it says that I can't recharge. Something's wrong with the gifting. Oh no, weird. Yeah, you know what? Oh, I see. Huh, I don't know, VIP Deborah. At least 5, Sparky Man says. 0, Aaron says, but I put my phone away. Well, good for you, VIP Aaron. That is good. That's good. Nice to meet you too. Okay, well, awesome. I opened the app. Arco Show, good morning on YouTube. Thanks for being here. Something is strange with my YouTube. I don't know. It shows that I have 0 viewers, but here you are. So it is what it is, you guys. You know what? I battled technology all last week. I was actually grateful when, oh, there we go. I was actually grateful when they took YouTube or TikTok away for a second because I was like, you know what? I need a break anyway. Accidentally, none, VIP Catherine says, but a few hoping for the best. Same, I can't recharge either. So weird, you guys. Well, VIP Aaron, thank you for all the lightning bolts. That's really strange. I'm not sure what recharge means, but that's really strange. I think that they're still figuring out some bugs and stuff they shut down. I've seen a lot of different hypotheses or theories around why they shut us down. I always think when they do something really big on a mass scale, there's a reason behind it, right? Like spiritually, you know that. Energetically, you know that. I really don't care what it is. I don't care. I'm happy to be back. Oh, awesome, VIP Deborah. VIP Deborah is on YouTube as well. Perfect. I opened it 3 times. 3 times. And I felt pretty proud. I was like, okay, 3 times isn't so bad. But during those few hours that they let us go, they broke up with us, something happened inside of me. I was like, if that was the last chance I got to connect with all those people, did I say everything I wanted to say? And I thought, I don't think so. And then I was like, okay, well, it did propel me to do a few things. It propelled me to be even realer with myself. I was like, okay, Lindsay, are you watering yourself down on TikTok perhaps? Maybe on all social media platforms? Could you be bolder? Could you be more forward? Could you share deeper, more inspirational ideas? Could you help people go further? Now, it's tricky on social media sometimes because you have a big platform of people and everybody's at a different part in their journey, right? Spiritually speaking. So that is a little bit tricky, I would say. But nonetheless, I was compelled to start to think more about what I do. I love the idea that I'm an energy artist. I hate the idea of labels. But I think sometimes you need a label so people know what the heck you're doing on your TikTok page, right? Especially if you're building it out from a brand perspective or business or whatever. So then I was like, Lindsay, what do you actually do for people? I really sat and thought about it. I was like, what do you do? To say I heal people, I think is not real because you heal yourself. You do the work. You do the consistent work. So I thought, I'm pretty sure that I reprogram people's subconscious minds. That is what I do. I'm pretty sure that's what I do. For those of you that hang out with me inside the Cosmic Collective, for those of you that spend time with me inside the Manifesting Club, for those of you that stay consistently coming to this show, Would you agree? VIP Deborah already said yep. You answered my question before I even got to ask it, VIP Deborah. We are back, Robin. Thanks for being here. We are back. We back. VIP Deborah said, oh, let's see. Let me catch up with my VIPs. It was barely a break, I know, but it was a break, a good enough break for me to like really sit with my idea around what I'm doing here on this platform. VIP Aaron says, that's all I got, although I was trying to spend them Saturday night. Oh, oh, I see your lightning bolts. Jennifer 22222, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Energetically, I feel like the app is different since back. Well, I think that, I mean, people are saying they did upgrades. People are saying that Meta bought TikTok. I mean, Zuckerberg went on this whole thing around how he's really into freedom of speech. He took away his fact checking on other platforms. I don't know, you guys. I spent the day deleting almost all of my Instagram, archiving almost everything because it's just not even my personality over there anymore. I haven't been on Instagram for over a year. My last post was December, I want to say 23rd, 2023. So over a year now. And when I looked back, I was like, this girl is not even around anymore. This is like a girl that was playing small on Instagram. And so I took the time to go through all of my Instagram. I took the time to go through all my followers who I followed. I cleaned it all up. So I'm ready to re-engage on Instagram. I don't know if I really want to do that yet. I am going to focus on building out my YouTube platform. The good thing is we gained followings on many different platforms. So that was kind of nice. I gained more followers. I really don't care what the point of it was. I'm just like, okay, I think I'm ready to be a little bolder now. I thought it was really wild that a lot of people deleted the app on like news, on just like silly news from the government. I just don't believe anything the government says anymore. So I was like, I'm not deleting it. I don't believe it. You guys know I was saying I don't believe it. It's gonna come back. But a lot of influencers decided to like share all their tea. They were like, I never do this. I've been lying to you this whole time. I thought that was crazy. I was like, whoa, whoa. Probably shouldn't have done that. But also you should be living an honest life anyway from a spiritual perspective. VIP Deborah says to VIP Aaron, I think we're more inspirational. We're more grateful for our abundance. Maybe, yeah. I think that's a good way to say it. VIP Catherine says, I hate labels, but they are the easiest to describe something to others. Yep, I agree with that. VIP Aaron says 100. VIP Deborah says, without your guidance, I could not have reprogrammed myself and put myself in perfect alignment. Wow, that's a nice compliment. Thank you. Oh, sorry. They take TikTok away for one day and I don't know how to screenshot. There we go. I just wanted to screenshot that nice compliment. Thank you. VIP Deborah says, I don't use Instagram. I go over there if one of my grandkids. Yeah, I don't use it either. Like a lot of my friends are on Instagram, but I just don't use it. I'm just like, but maybe I'll build it back up. I think it's good to have multiple channels, right? Anyway, I thought it was interesting. I didn't too often go to open it. I felt good about not being there. I decided that what I actually do is help you reprogram your subconscious mind. So I used to say I speak energy. I just started saying that like maybe a couple of weeks ago. And to me that felt pretty bold to be able to say I speak energy. But then maybe people don't understand what I mean when I say I speak energy. So now I'm just gonna flat out tell you that I will help you reprogram your subconscious mind if you want to hang out with me and do that. I think that's what it is. So I'm like, I'm just gonna say it what it is. It's boring compared to TikTok, yeah. I feel like I just learned so much on TikTok and it's just different vibes, right? And I guess that's the whole point, because if they were all the same, then there would be no competition on which one you pick and they're whatever, right? So anyway, those were my thoughts while TikTok was gone. I was very surprised to see TikTok up last night, yesterday afternoon. Yes, that's exactly how I healed. Catherine, are you yelling at me on a Monday? Just kidding. Thank you for that compliment. The difference is a community feel. Creators actually create a community here. Yeah, Instagram I got so tired of because like aesthetically I'm not like, to me, I want to go on, I want to say what I want to say. I don't want to care about what I look like. And if somebody comes in and acts some type of way about my appearance, like that's so 1985, let's let that go. I just block them. Instagram was very like aesthetically appealing. All the Instagram people were freaking out because they changed it from a square to a rectangle. So their whole grid is jacked up. And I'm like, why do I have to put all this effort into like saying what I want to say? I don't want to. So that was kind of like a whole like yelling from excitement. VIP Catherine, yeah, I'm just teasing with you. VIP Aaron's, okay, I saw that. VIP Aaron says, root commenters on the others, people don't care. Here most of the time they just scroll if not interested. Yeah, it's a different type of scroll, right? That too. And when I was on Instagram, I felt like everything was focused around somehow trying to make me make more money, get skinny. Like it felt very like everything was like, the vibe is just low over on Instagram. I hate to say that, but, and I know a lot of people like use it as a platform to build out, and I might, maybe I can bring some lightness to the platform with my energy, but it just felt like everything's very material. It's very, like everything's very materialistic. It's very 3D. I think that's the best way of putting it. VIP Catherine says, you helped me change my mind, thoughts, and POV. I'm a new person. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Well, speaking of ads, I was on here for 7 minutes before you went live. Low vibe, all about money. Yeah, but money isn't low vibe. It's just the way that they position it there, right? Because money isn't low vibe. And I thought I saw 3 Facebook ads here. So yeah, so I think that's what happened. You know, think about, like, one girl was like, I used to work in systems as a corporate job. And she's like, when we were going to do a migration of systems, we would have to go dark. We would have to shut down, migrate everything, make sure it migrates, right? And then we go live again, like, hello. And then everyone's trying to make it super political, right? Because of course everything is so political, which is like, politics isn't real also. So let's not get going there. Did you see my post, what I've done for you? VIP Deborah, did I see it? I hope so, but maybe I missed it. I think I read it. Yes, I read it. Without your guidance, I could not have reprogrammed myself and put myself in perfect alignment. I screenshotted it, yes. But I also accidentally screenshot wrong, and I kind of shut my phone off for a second, so maybe you missed that part. But yes, I saw it. Thank you for that. VIP Catherine says, it's the consumerism. Gotta buy more to be happy. Oh, yep, you sure do. And then, you know what? I hate to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm the type of person, we move very often. So when I purchase something, I'm very mindful. I'm like, if I have to move this, or put this in storage, how long am I okay with this thing that I bought in storage? Because like, to store things, unless you have like really nice storage, it could ruin everything you have anyway, right? So you have to be mindful around your storage. And then because we move so often, and our plan is to go buy a boat and like live on a boat for a good amount of years, or like have a boat for 6 months and then like live on land for 6 months. Like, I don't want to acquire a lot of things. Every time I move, I end up donating so much stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. And then you get bogged down with all your things. The more things you have, the more things you have to clean and dust and organize, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, suffocated by all these things, right? But it's not to say you shouldn't have things or you can't have things, because spiritually speaking, it's kind of obvious that the more spiritual you become, the more abundant you become. Now, abundance means many things. It means money, it means things, it means love, it means happiness, contentment, fulfillment, joy, prosperity, health. There's a lot of form abundance takes, right? But the beauty is, once you become so abundant, you get to decide what to spend that abundance on. And by spend, I mean you get to decide what you spend your time on, you spend your happiness on, you spend your money on, you spend your mental energy on, right? All of that is abundance. And so I think that becomes like the power, right? So spiritually speaking, you could be super spiritual and have all of the nicest things of the world, materially. You could have the nicest car, you could have the Ducati, the Bugatti, you could have the Birkin collection, you could have all the things. And you could take all the vacations you want. And that could be how you choose to spend your abundance, right? It doesn't really matter. It's nobody's place to judge. For me, I've become very mindful around like the little things I do collect. I like bags, I like shoes, but I'm like, do I need this shoe? Is there a space in my collection? Is there a missing piece of the collection for this? Or is this just something in the moment that I'm like inspired by? I really think about it, right? VIP Aaron says it's different now. I don't want to be negative, but I'm glad it's back, but damn. Well, that's okay. We'll make it positive again. Jennifer Kaufman, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Sunset Lands, Amy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. I was wondering why I got kicked off. Yeah, it was probably me. Sorry. Well, here they sell that to a TikTok shop. They also started ads on here. Yeah, of course, right? Anything that is, like, think about social media. Like, for me, from a business perspective, I think of it as free marketing. I think of it as a way to connect with tons of people who might want to hear what I have to say. I think it's beautiful. And not just get to connect with tons of people, but I get to truly interact, right? People join the Cosmic Collective. I've made friends from strangers on the internet. So I do think it's quite beautiful. But I think any platform, it's going to be that way. Once it gets big enough, they're going to start to find a way to monetize it. I think that's just kind of normal. What I did notice is when I was a TikTok shop owner, creator, whatever, I shut down my TikTok shop. I was so annoyed with TikTok shop. I couldn't figure it out. It was not for me anyway. And I couldn't use any of the cool music, so I was annoyed, so I shut it down. But when I had TikTok shop, what I noticed is I had way more ads. So I thought that was quite interesting. I had way more ads on my For You page than when I'm not not a TikTok shop creator or whatever. So food for thought there if you are one and you want to get rid of the ads. VIP, double D's, inner light vibes. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. I'm actually cleaning and purging today. VIP, Aaron, awesome. Libs, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. I love that. Perfect confirmation. Okay, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I didn't check TikTok too much. I didn't really miss it. We were busy yesterday. We were just like vibing, my partner and I. We had a really nice like weekend. It was like nice balance. You're not on TikTok shop. Oh, interesting. Kaipuka is hopefully how you say your name, or Kipuka. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the chat. VIP Deborah says, being honest, this morning I'm watching you and I'm watching the festivities this morning on TV. Oh, I see, the inauguration and stuff. Yeah. I probably won't watch that either. I just am so not interested in politics, but I'm sure it will be interesting. I think it's interesting from the psychological perspective. Like, I find that part interesting. I'm like, okay, like there's a lot of marketing around it and stuff. So it's like, I'm always trying to kind of see through the screen, read between the lines. I think it's all quite fascinating, but also it's not something I'm so passionate about. But anyway, okay. So I decided that I'm somebody who helps you reprogram your subconscious mind. So I guess I would be a subconscious reprogrammer. Welcome to the show. Hi. Over the weekend, I saw many of my angel numbers. I did not go to yoga. I was not feeling it. I was just needed to honor my energy. Last week was threw me for such a loop. I battled my internet for 3 days. I was really struggling with connections. I was struggling with technology. So I said, okay, this weekend, I'm just going to calm down. I'm going to chill, relax. All the traditions are so traditional. Well, yeah, right? Sometimes we have to break the traditions that are no longer serving us. And I thought of something else as well, which is that I have positioned my show on YouTube to be called Daily Spiritual Lessons. Do you guys that are here often, do you feel like that vibes with what I'm actually doing? Because I'm hoping to gain more of an audience on YouTube as well, obviously. And I want it to make sense, and I want people to be drawn in by the title. It used to be Daily Live, which was kind of boring and didn't really give much. Then it used to be Chat With Me Daily Live. And I was like, yeah, meh. And then into my brain this morning came Daily Spiritual Lessons. And I thought that was kind of nice. And I have accessed a library. For those inside of the Cosmic Collective, I will drop the link for you. I have accessed a library of thousands of esoteric books going way back. I'm talking 1800, 1900s, 1700s maybe even. And my idea is that I will start to read these books in my leisurely time, and then I will give the lessons on them in these lives, along with the normal conversation that we have every day too. Yes, that's exactly what they are. VIP Aaron says, thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to get into that library. Yes, you will. You absolutely will. I listened to some 2025 Astro podcast while driving for 4 hours last night, so much around tech. Yeah, because think about Pluto is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is the energy of technology. Aquarius is the energy of dismantling the systems that no longer serve humanity as a collective and revamp them so that all of us are affected positively. So yeah, for the next 20 years, it's going to be all about technology. Not that it ever hasn't before, but I think buckle up, you guys, and do your best to stay on the technology trends at least a little bit. I do feel like technology is part of our creativity, and obviously because we think these things up for the collective and then we use them together. So I would say do your best to stay like on top of, like, understand, at least go to chatgpt.ai and see what it does. I'm not saying you have to go down rabbit holes, but just understand it a little bit. Understand Bitcoin a little bit. Because otherwise, I think if you stop learning technology, you kind of get left behind. You kind of get left behind. And I think that it's important to stay on top of it a little bit, right? A little bit. Inner Light Vibes, new here, but your vibe is strong, and I sense you're here to help and guide others. Well, thank you, Inner Light Vibes. I appreciate that. My soul mission is to raise the frequency of the planet by empowering people to realize how powerful their natural energy is, help them rebalance that energy, reprogram their brains and their subconscious so they can actually manifest their best reality. So I really appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. I'm going to screenshot that because that was very beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. I love my Bitcoin and other crypto. It's comical in the midst of the TT. They went to all the transits this year and into 2026. Holy hell, and found it comical in the midst of the TikTok drama. Yeah. VIP Deborah says, is it true that a whole bunch of planets are going to line up on the 25th? Mark was telling me about it. Oh, geez. Let me look back into my horoscopes. Let's see. Probably. There's a lot happening this month. A lot. Oh, I actually could just look at the sky. We're on the 19th. Yeah, I mean we have some stelliums kind of happening. We've got Saturn on the 25th. We have Saturn, Venus, Neptune, and the North Node all in Pisces. Right, super powerful. The North Node transition. I don't have a ton of knowledge on the North nodes and when they transition, the North and the South nodes. I should say the nodes, but I am learning that now, so I'll be able to speak on it more accurately soon. And then we also have Pluto in between the Sun and Mercury in the sky. So yeah, there's some good planetary alignment happening for sure on the 25th. I would say, namely, it's that all those planets in Pisces. What is Pisces? Pisces is karmic contracts ending. Pisces is dreams and wishes fulfilled. Pisces is the energy of the dreamer and spirituality and connection. It's really beautiful. VIP Catherine says, confirmation, this is exactly how I label it and describe it to others, family, friends, therapists. Thank you, VIP Catherine. I appreciate that confirmation. The planets, you guys, are always moving, right? Think about how fast the moon moves. The moon is always going like this in the sky. So, yeah, the planets are always lining up in certain types of ways, right? To help us, to always help us, to help us grow and evolve, even if that means we need some sort of catalyst to do that. Jenny K, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. You guys, it's already 9:25, so let's get going. Let's get going, and hopefully we finish our girl Florence today. Oh, my dog is dreaming. She's going, Baby girl, it's okay. You guys, I have to share with you one last thing before I go into this conversation and finishing the book today. We're going to finish the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Super powerful information around your energy. But our little doggy, you guys know, had surgery in July. She is still hopping on 3 legs. And my partner had a really brilliant idea. She loves puzzles. Like, we have little doggy puzzles where she has to find the treat and open the thing and spin the thing and use her paws and whatever. And my partner was like, we should give her these puzzles every single night because, sorry, my ear just popped, just like weird frequency. I feel like I'm on like an airplane right now where I'm like, anyway. And so I was like, that's actually a good idea because it has her standing up and it makes her put weight. Like, she has to put weight on her paw, on her back leg to play it. And the doctor says she's fully healed. So I think it's muscle atrophy. And I think we've just been like doing our best to walk her, but she's only 7 pounds. She's so little. So a short walk is like a long walk because she's such a little dog, right? Anyway, I bought her this game where it's just screws on. It's a top and a lid that screws on. It has holes. So when you push it, you can make it super tight for little treats or you can make it bigger for like bigger treats. But basically the idea is she pushes it around with her snout or grabs it with her mouth and throws it or paws it, and treats fall out as she does it. We have been playing this game with her, you guys. She has like come back to life. I don't know. I feel like she must have been depressed and we just didn't know. I thought it was like she's an older dog now. She's 5, so she's like grown up and she just wants to be more resting and like hanging out. But I think she was seriously depressed because she was not having enough mental stimulation. And I feel like on one hand so guilty, but on the other hand I feel like so good that we finally figured it out. She has like a whole pile of toys sitting next to her that she's been playing with. She's been playing tug of war with me again. She did zoomy. She jumped. We live kind of near a river. She jumped down some steps to go closer to the river yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to cry, you guys. You have the same toy for your cats they go crazy for. Yeah, right? It's so fun because they actually like move and groove. So I feel so happy. Okay, that's all I had to say about that. I'm just like, thank goodness, because I told her the other day, I was like, look, if you don't start using all your legs, I'm taking you back to the doctor. Because he said you might have to get fixed. Like, you have to have a second surgery to get the screws taken out. And I'm like, maybe she understood what I was saying to her. I don't know, but whatever, because she's feeling better, I think. So super powerful. Makes me so happy. All right, last Friday, we left off around when we surrender our energy, things usually happen at the 11th hour. Yes, she did. I know. I mean, we do speak to each other. We really do speak to each other. And I understand her different types of barks. I understand her different types of little sighs and whines. So we do absolutely talk to each other. Yeah, VIP Catherine, I know. Oh, she's dreaming. What, Pips? It's okay. Yeah, I see you. She's all tucked in. She just has one little eyeball out looking at me. Okay, so we were talking Friday about how the blowing guys that clean up the sidewalk are here and they're like raking and she can hear the noise. We were talking Friday about when you make a demonstration or when you ask for a desire to come to life, you have to have radical faith that it comes to life. And constantly asking for the same thing over and over again could indicate that you are lacking faith. Now, I think we need to kind of talk about this a little bit further. This just came into my brain, so let's take it a little bit further. Melly is in the house. Hello, Melly. I hope you are doing well. It's nice to see you here again. We are programming our subconscious mind when we do the Dr. James Doty neurosurgeon manifesting technique. We are, right? But there is a point where I truly believe that the subconscious is now programmed. And should we continue on that programming path, we might just be indicating we don't have faith. And it's going to be different for every single one of you when that time comes. And it's very important to be mindful around that, okay? So, for example, remember when we were manifesting, at first I had 50,000, and then I was like, 50 seems like it's very doable, so I went to 75, and then 75 seemed kind of silly. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to 150, and then 150, it got to the point where I was like, if I'm going to go for 150,000 subscribers or followers or audience, right, overall, shouldn't I just go for the 20 million? Because like 150 or 20 million, it's still going to be very nice. It feels big either way. It feels nice. It feels fulfilling. So I just went for the 20 million. And that same night that I just wrote 20 million instead of 150, I stopped playing small, was the same night that I went a little bit viral and I got over 25, probably 3,000 followers from one single post. So it was really powerful for me to say and truly declare, I want this, okay? Now, it's kind of getting to the point, I would say I'm very close to the point where I do believe that I can build out that audience, and I almost want to stop writing it because it almost kind of feels like, why am I continuously asking? Like my brain is there, I'm ready for it, I can feel that I'm ready for it, I'm ready to start creating again in a more intentional way on YouTube. I'm thinking about, I totally set myself up to revamp my Instagram, and so I'm there. I would say maybe a couple more days, and pretty soon I will probably switch that manifesting technique. And what I would probably do after that is create a whole TikTok video, or excuse me, long form YouTube video around, I did Dr. James Doty's manifesting technique for 75 days. This is what I received from it, right? This is why I'm stopping. I have the faith, okay? So be mindful around that. I think that's really important because a lot of times they say, well, you need to have the faith, just ask once. However, if you are reprogramming the subconscious because you are really struggling with even believing that you are worthy of that, you are deserving of it, you can do it, whatever the limiting belief is there, first we do have to release that limiting belief by reprogramming. Then we reprogram. There's going to be a point in the reprogramming where it feels really good. Then let it fly. Let it go, right? Let it just come to you. You stopped writing yours. Oh, VIP Aaron. When did that happen? That's a beautiful confirmation. Hey, Shay Shay, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. And for the bracelets and the rose. So remember Florence Scovel Shinn in the Game of Life and How to Play It. She wrote, and this is the last thing we left off on, which was demonstrations often come at the 11th hour. So when she says demonstrations, she means either synchronicities, confirmation you're on the right track, or manifestations. Often come at the 11th hour because man then lets go, yeah, that is, stops reasoning, and infinite intelligence has a chance to work. In other words, we stop using our logical mind. We stop questioning. We stop using our physical senses to ask, where is it? I don't see it. I don't see it. We just say, you know what? Enough is enough with this. I'm honestly annoyed with myself that I keep asking anyway. I know it's on its way. I'm just going to let it be, right? She goes on to say, man's dreary desires are answered drearily, and his impatient desires long delayed or violently fulfilled. Now, what does that mean? Basically, if your desire is kind of maybe lacking some excitement, it's going to be fulfilled kind of in a lack of excitement, right? Or maybe your more negative, I wouldn't say negative desires, but kind of just they're lackluster, right? Now, impatient desires, this is a very real thing, you guys. This is something Abraham Hicks taught me very early on in my journey, which was be excitedly anticipating while patiently waiting. Excitedly anticipating while patiently waiting. The patiently waiting part is very hard. You're programmed to be impatient. Amazon Prime shows that. The internet shows that. TikTok being down for 2 hours or 12 hours shows that, right? I'm not saying all of you that are listening are impatient. I'm saying that you are programmed to be. So if you beat the programming, congratulations. It's not an easy thing to do. It really isn't. Plus, we see all these people on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram that are saying, I'm a multimillionaire from this, but they don't show, or maybe they did at the beginning, but you can't scroll all the 10,000 videos back that show all the effort that was put into it behind the scenes, consistent work and whatever. So we're programmed to be impatient. Don't let your impatience trick you. Don't let it trick you, okay? Hello, Ladybug. Welcome to the chat. Interesting thought, VIP Aaron, because my next course is actually all about that. And I'm not going to go any further, but I am wildly excited about it. And I am constantly telling myself, Lindsay, do not rush to create this. You are in divine order. Keep creating. It will be done when it's ready to be done. So thank you for that confirmation. Shay Shay says, limited belief hit me hard yesterday. Then it was light bulb moments. Yep, that's how it happens, right? So writing them, which I love, may not address some of the unconscious limiting beliefs. Yep, that's true. That's very true, VIP Aaron. That's very true. Ladybug says, I have a question whenever you get a chance. You can ask your question anytime. VIP Aaron says, so when are you going to tell us your secret experiment? My secret experiment is done on February 7th. February 7th. So I'm going to collect the results, and then I'm going to see how it turned out. And I mean, I'm excitedly anticipating a good turnout. So I want to see how it turns out. And then from there, I'm going to decide if I continue on for another 30 days, which I'm going to kind of see. But I do have another experiment in my mind that I want to create as well, or start working on. So I kind of have to decide. Well, these guys are really going for it today. I guess it's kind of like they're getting ready for spring because they're really cleaning this area up, which is nice. But it's kind of noisy, so sorry about that. All right, so let's keep going. So after that paragraph, she says, for example, a woman asked me why it was she. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot speak today. I literally cannot speak today. Give me a second. I just need to breathe. I don't know what it is. And these guys are noisy. It's bothering me. For example, a woman asked me why it was she was constantly losing or breaking her glasses. There you go. I was like, why can't I read this sentence? A woman asked me why it was that she was constantly losing or breaking her glasses. We found she often said to herself and others with vexation, I wish I could get rid of my glasses. So her impatient desire was violently fulfilled. What she should have demanded was perfect eyesight. But what she registered in the subconscious was simply the impatient desire to be rid of her glasses. So they were continually being broken or lost. So it's just funny, right? It's funny because it's such a silly example, but it's funny nonetheless. If you speak energy, if you understand, you'll be so mindful of the words that you speak. They do have power. She says, two attitudes of mind cause loss. Depreciation, as in the case of the woman who did not appreciate her husband, or fear of loss, which makes a picture of loss in the subconscious. When a student is able to let go of his problem, in other words, cast his burden, give it to God, Source, Universe, Creator, he will have instantaneous manifestation. For example, a woman was out during a very stormy day and her umbrella was blown inside out. She was about to make a call on some people whom she had never met, and she did not want to make her first appearance with a dilapidated umbrella. By the way, this was written in like 1925, so let's, it is what it is there. She could not throw it away as it did not belong to her. So in desperation, she exclaimed, "Oh God, you take charge of this umbrella. I do not know what to do." A moment later, a voice behind her said, "Lady, do you want your umbrella mended?" There stood an umbrella mender. She replied, "Indeed, I do." The man mended the umbrella while she went into the house to pay her call, and when she returned, she had a good umbrella. So there is always an umbrella mender at hand, on man's pathway, when one puts the umbrella or the situation in God's hands. Source, Universe, Creator, Love. Guys, I recognize that there are religious constructs and limiting beliefs around the word God, so let's call it what you want to call it here on this channel, okay? God, Source, Universe, Creator, Love, whatever. I highlighted this part. One should always follow a denial with an affirmation. For example, I was called on the phone late one night to treat a man whom I had never seen. He was apparently very ill. I made the statement, I deny this appearance of disease. It is unreal, therefore cannot register in his consciousness. This man is a perfect idea in divine mind, pure substance expressing perfection. There's no time or space in divine mind. That's very important to understand when working with energy. Energy does not know time and space bounds. It's not in a construct. It is swirling all around you right now. It is swirling through you right now. You are it. You are buzzing, and it is you right now. So there's no space and time bounds. That's why distant energy healing works. That's why distant reprogramming of the subconscious mind works. That's why it all works. If the person is willing and ready and able to tap in and allow it to be what it is, it will be. It also takes different amounts of time for different clients, really depending on how strongly they believe it's going to work for them, how strongly they have a belief around whatever is limiting them. So it depends, right? But ultimately, energy does not know time and space bounds. She goes on to say there's no time or space in divine mind. Therefore, the word reaches instantly its destination and it does not return void. We talked about many chapters ago that the words you speak do not return void. That's why it's really important to be mindful with your words. That's why it's important to speak with love, release gossip, release judgment from your mouth. I have treated patients in Europe and have found that the result was instantaneous. Let's see. All right, there is that. So once again, kind of the idea on that one was one should always follow a denial with an affirmation. So hers was, I deny this appearance. So she's denying, I deny this appearance of disease. It is not real. Therefore cannot be registered in his consciousness. This man, now with an affirmation, this man is a perfect idea in divine mind, pure substance expressing perfection. I manifested my fiance in my dream home on the beach, my fiance's house, but now he's always thinking negative and I feel like it's affecting my manifestations. What should I do? We've been having money issues lately. Shield your energy. Remember that and also Ladybug, shield your energy every single day. The first pinned video on my TikTok page is a meditation to cleanse your chakras, ground, center, and shield. So do that every single day. You can do something like while you guys are getting ready for bed, you can pour golden rain, kind of, I think of like golden lights or rain dropping on my partner and I and my little dog every single night before bed, just like a quick cleansing visualization, letting the energy flow through us and release the negative. And the final thing I would offer you is that nobody can control your energy outside of you. Nobody. So if you're giving him that power, I would say take your power back around his negative thoughts. He can have negative thoughts and you can still be a positive person and you can still manifest. And in fact, many people that start this path, they find all of a sudden what they didn't realize is maybe their partner is quite negative, or their partner does have a lot of limiting beliefs that could be holding them back. But rather than point them out and nag and be kind of that annoying person, what you do is you just stand in your highest vibration and you just continue to live a happy life. Ultimately, your partner is going to do one of two things. They're going to be super happy and they're going to be like, wow, you're always so happy. I love being around you. I feel like I'm becoming a happier person, more fulfilled, whatever. Or they're going to be like, you're annoying me so much. Why are you always so happy? And then like, that's a whole conversation in and of itself, right? But remember, all of you listening, that nobody can take your manifesting power away. Not a single soul. Oh, look at my students answering my questions. I love you guys. Go on. I tried to download that video Saturday if we were going dark. I needed it, but it wouldn't let me. Huh? Yeah, I feel like. Oh, they said I'll do one for YouTube. It's like time for me to start posting more on YouTube anyway, so I'll do it on YouTube. You're welcome, Ladybug. All right, we're on 98%. Ah, we're done, you guys. Oh, I went too far. Okay. So this is denials and affirmations. So she wrote her final 2 pages, 2.5 pages, 2.25 pages are different denials and affirmations. In other words, different phrases you can say for different things. So we can do one of two things here. I guess I can say them, and if you really want to write them down or if you want to experience them again, go find this YouTube video, right? This replay on YouTube. And you can write them or read them out, right? You can re-listen. So I'm going to say them. I'll say them slow enough. If you want to grab a pen and a piece of paper, I'll do my best to say them slow enough, and I will repeat if you guys want me to. But ultimately, oh, really, VIP Aaron? Interesting. I thought that they said that you couldn't download others. Oh, you could download others, but it would have the watermark. That's right, or something like that. Yeah, you guys remember that it's not your job. Ladybug, you're just inspiring me to share this. It is not your job to heal anyone else per se, but when you heal yourself, when you constantly stand in your highest vibration, when you don't let somebody else's energy move yours, you will ultimately send them good vibrations, good energy, healing energy. And so indirectly, probably without them even knowing, you are actually helping them heal. You're helping them release the negativity. But you kind of have to do it in a way that's almost silent in a sense and just stand in your strength. Right? Because it's kind of annoying. Like, I know just with my partner and I, like, he is totally different than when I first met him in all the best ways. And it's not like he was a bad person when I met him by any means, because obviously we're here and we're together. But we both changed in really beautiful, empowering ways. And one of the things I noticed with him was like, there's no like kind of giving him a spiritual lesson. It's more about standing in my highest vibration when I can feel him kind of dipping lower and just holding that space. I can hold a space of high vibration and let that person go to where they need to go to say it, get it out, whatever. And the high vibration is still there. So once it's out, they get to come back up to meet me where I'm at, right? And so remember that you hold that energy. Wise King, welcome to the chat. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, VIP Catherine says, being an example. There you go, exactly. VIP Aaron says, no idea, I was just going through my saved collection. So many recipes. Some I could, others not. Interesting. VIP Catherine says, be the example of love to show others, and it creates a path for them to follow down. Yep, you got it. All right, so let's read these denials and affirmations. These are basically her, Florence Scovel Shinn's kind of, I'm going to deny this is not real, and I'm going to affirm the good so that I create. Okay? So I'm going to go slow as I can. I know I talk quickly, but that's just part of my energy. You're watching from YouTube. Julie, welcome to the chat, and thank you for watching from YouTube. I love this. I'm getting more and more viewers on YouTube, which I absolutely love, so thank you so much. Ladybug, you got this. Report back. Give it a couple of days. Give it this week. Stand in your highest energy. You know, honor when he, you know, be supportive for his thoughts and his feelings, and hold that energy, and then report back to us on Friday. You can come back every single day. Of course, I would love for you to come back every single day, but report back. How did it go? Right? Everything in life is a big experiment in my mind. I'm experimenting with my life because like that's what we're here to do, is kind of figure it out, right? Nobody has the solution because your energy is yours and mine is mine. So nobody has a solution to my life. I've got to experiment and figure it out, just like you. So denials and affirmations. First one is for prosperity. Everyone wants more money. Open your ears, get ready. She's going to use the word God, you guys, but choose the word that resonates with you. Source, universe, creator, infinite love. Frank, Joey, Lauren, Lisa, call it what you want to call it. It's not, I don't want to label that energy for you. So you choose. She says, for prosperity, God is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly, under grace in perfect ways. Those machines are just so annoying to my ears. I'm not going to lie. I hope that they're done soon. Yeah, Catherine, you're right. It does work. It does work, but it's going to take you to be mindful and conscious of it. Oh, you're normal. Julie. I see you're normally Jules 97. Okay, got it. VIP Jules in the house on YouTube. Go on, my friend. Thank you for confirming that. I love that. Once again, you guys, for prosperity, God, source, universe, creator, is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly, under grace, in perfect ways. Once again, if you want to catch this part of it, this is the finale of The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. If you want to catch this finale, you can always get this replay information. We are at how many minutes of streaming here on, I don't know if I can see my minutes of streaming. We're about at 44 minutes of streaming, so catch it around 44 minutes on the replay on YouTube if you want to get these written down. All right, next, for the right conditions. Oh, it's gone. Thank you. For the right conditions. Every plan my Father in heaven has not planned, God, source, universe, creator, shall be dissolved and dissipated, and the divine idea now comes to pass. So I wrote a post on TikTok the other day, and I was like, FOMO isn't real. I've talked about this often. I just finally posted it on TikTok the other night. And I was like, FOMO isn't real because you cannot miss out on something energetically that is not for you. You cannot miss out on something that is not for you. You can't. Energetically, if you are not a match to something, you are not going to get it. Just like if you are a match for something, you will get it, okay? Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. VIP Catherine. So once again, for the right conditions, every plan my Father in heaven has not planned shall be dissolved and dissipated, and the divine idea now comes to pass. Inner Light Vibe says, so true. So true. All right, for the right conditions again, she goes on to say, only that which is true of God, Source, Universe, Creator is true of me, for I and the Father are one. That's a big belief that people are going to have to work through, especially if you're raised in religion, is that you are separate from the energy that is Source energy, also called God. So some people get mad when someone's like, spiritual people say like, I am God and God is me, but it kind of is. And not kind of, it actually is, right? It is. Because if you are from the Source energy and you are made of Source energy, then you are an extension of it, right? Just like the trees and the leaves and the plants and the animals, right? So only that which is true of God, Source, Universe, Creator is true of me, for I and the Father are one. That's a big one. A lot of religious people that were born into religion, especially like God-fearing religion, that's a limiting belief that has to be worked through. You know, I was separate, like I was raised Catholic, so I was separate from God for a long time. God was this man in the sky, and then I was me down here on earth. I don't believe that anymore, but once again, I worked through that limiting belief. She goes on to say for faith, so to have faith, so this is a good one, especially for those that are struggling with the faith component of their manifesting. Faith to me equals patience. You'll have all the patience of the world if you have the faith. So if you're struggling with the patience part of the manifesting journey, then you are struggling with the faith, and it's kind of indicative that you're struggling with the faith component, right? We can bring those two together. So she says, as I am one with God, Source, Universe, Creator, I am one with my good. For God, Source, Universe, Creator is both the giver and the gift. I cannot separate the giver from the gift. As I am one with God, I'm just going to keep it as God, but insert the word you like to use with wherever you're at in your spiritual journey. As I am one with God, I am one with my good. For God is both the giver and the gift. I cannot separate the giver from the gift. VIP Catherine says, we're all the same energy. Love is what I call it. Yep, exactly. Where's Bob Marley? All right. Is that him? Love is my religion? Was that Bob Marley? Am I making this up? Someone... Okay. Who sang it? Oh, Ziggy Marley. Ziggy Marley. One of the Marleys. Got it. Okay. Ziggy. All right. For the right conditions again. Nope, I'm not doing a reading. If you want to work with me privately, you can check out lindsaywithlove.com for that. Inward, and it's very difficult for some reason. Oh, inner light vibes. For the last few years, I was breaking limiting beliefs of outer concepts. Now it's turned inward, and it's very difficult for some reason. What do you mean now it's turned inward and it's very difficult for some reason? I don't understand the last part. Can you elaborate? Renelle, I think is how you say your name. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, VIP Aaron. No live readings. If you want that close of my energy, you can sign up for one and give me an energetic exchange in the form of currency, aka money. All right, for right conditions. For right conditions. Divine love now dissolves and dissipates every wrong condition in my mind, body, and affairs. Divine love is the most powerful chemical in the universe and dissolves everything which is not of itself. Ooh, that one was good. I'm going to say it again. Like within myself, when it's been how I see faith, society, or the world in general. Okay, so I get that part, the inward part, but what is the very difficult part? Why is it difficult? Can we go into that maybe? I'm going to reread this one again. For right conditions. Maybe I can give you some insight now before you write it all out. Is it difficult because Florence taught us, by the way, and I know this because I did it for myself for 2.5 years, which was I had the knowledge, but I was not implementing the knowledge, and you will have more suffering in your life. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. You'll have more suffering when you have spiritual knowledge and you don't implement it. Because now you have the knowledge and you're not moving forward with that knowledge. Internalizing trauma in my past, how I see myself, who I am as a person. Perhaps some chakra healing could work for you. I do offer a healing course called the Unleash Your Manifesting Power course. It is in my link in my bio. It's $77, and I take you through all of the chakra system. I give you a beautiful program to help you heal and balance yourself out and really see all of you for who you are in this beautiful bright light, white light. So it could be something that you want to also, like, I wonder about internalizing trauma. I think there's a part where eventually it's like, just are you internalizing it, or you've just decided that it is what it is and you're okay with that and you're going to let it go, right? Two conversations, I think, but we could dissect that a little bit further. For right conditions, and if you're interested in going deeper into your spiritual journey, all of you guys, join the Cosmic Collective. You have so many powerful lessons inside the Cosmic Collective. You get to hang out with really powerful, elite spiritual people who are doing it, who are creating their best lives because they have taken their energy into their own hands. They've empowered themselves. We experience our trials and tribulations together inside of there. We support each other and encourage each other inside of there. There's a daily Discord, monthly group energy healings, monthly spiritual lessons, and 2 spiritual Q&As. My Cosmic Collective members, we have a Q&A tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Remember, 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Oh my gosh, I didn't almost forget, but like, yeah, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. If you're getting stuck in it, it's a chakra imbalance. Catherine says, VIP Catherine says, Lindsay's course was a huge tool in my healing. Definitely recommend it. Thank you, VIP Catherine, for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can release it, you guys. You can release it. All right, once again, for right conditions, divine love now dissolves and dissipates every wrong condition in my mind, body, and affairs. Divine love is the most powerful chemical in the universe. It is swirling all around you and through you right now. Allow it in, and it dissolves everything which is not of itself. So powerful. So powerful. She says for health. Okay, so for health, if you guys are struggling with health concerns, divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. That one's easy. Divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. You can do so many things for health, you guys. While you're taking a shower in the morning, let the rain hit you, or whenever you shower at night, whatever. Let the water hit you. Visualize it as white, bright white stars. Stars that have points on them. And as the stars travel through your body, through your energetic aura, they're cleansing you. And the points on the stars are taking any little dust particles, low vibrational energy, and as the water moves over you and falls to the ground, it is releasing that dust. It's almost like you're sweeping yourself, right? You can do an aura sweep. You can take these bright white light stars and let them go through your whole body, taking any negative cells with them. Now, this isn't to put the idea in your head that you have negative cells in your body. I do this every single morning for myself. After I do my lymphatic ritual kind of in the shower, I do this, I release all the negative energy from my body, and I shake my hands like this. Because I'm not saying I'm ill, and I'm not saying I have negative energy in my body, but if I do, it is out, right? Okay? So really powerful. You can lie in bed like I mentioned earlier, and right before you go to sleep at night, you can just do a rain shower, or just pretend like lights are twinkling from the sky down onto you and your partner or whoever, or just you, your pets, literally anyone, and let them fall through you and cleanse you before you go to bed at night. There's so many ways you can do it, and it's 2 seconds. The thing is to just remember to do it and stay consistent at doing it. I love that, VIP Jules. There you go. VIP Jules is now here too. Oh, amazing. Look at you. Go, girl. I love that. Oh, Catherine, you are so sweet. VIP Catherine says, honestly, everything has, including joining. Sorry. I can't get my fingers to work together today either. Honestly, everything has, including the joining Cosmic Collective and the Manifesting Club. VIP Aaron says, I was going to say, I don't know if I can even pinpoint which thing it is. Course, group, etc. You guys are super sweet. Maybe it's just hanging out with me. I dug out my old phone that still had TikTok on it. Oh, I see, because some people deleted the app and then they can't get it back, right? VIP Jules, thank you for today's live. I learned a very big lesson in my own belief state. You're welcome, VIP Catherine. You guys, and stay tuned because I'm about to create, I'm in the process of creating something that's going to be very powerful. When I say very powerful, I'm talking like get you out of any limiting belief very quickly. I like want to say it, but I'm like, I know I need to keep it in my heart for a little bit longer. So I'm going to keep it in my heart, but I'm very excited and I'm grateful because there's big confirmation in this chat today. Okay, so for the eyesight. Now we can talk eyes, physical eyes, but also what about our third eye, our spiritual essence, our intuition, right? My eyes are God's eyes. I see with the eyes of spirit. I see clearly the open way. There are no obstacles on my pathway. I see clearly the perfect plan. Super beautiful. Oh, I felt that in my body when you said it. Well, good. I'm glad. Welcome, VIP Catherine. Welcome. For guidance, I'm divinely sensitive to my intuitive leads and give instant obedience to thy will. Ooh. You guys, we're not going to be manifesting by 10 o'clock because it's already 10 o'clock, but let's finish this conversation. We only have a couple more to go, and I want to get these all on YouTube before we end the show. I'm going to say that one again for guidance. For those that are getting intuitive insights, listen to the second part of the sentence. Is very important. We don't just listen to our intuition. We follow it, right? I am divinely sensitive to my intuitive leads. In other words, I experience them. I see them. I'm follow, and then it says, and give instant obedience to thy will. I see the synchronicity. I experience the confirmations. I have the insight, and I don't question where it came from, and I don't wonder why I got it. I say thank you because I'm always in divine order, so this must be taking me somewhere, and I follow it. I give instant obedience to thy will. That is so powerful, you guys. So powerful. If you're living with fear, you're afraid to follow it, that is a blocked root chakra. Heal your root chakra and the rest of your chakra system. Once again, the Unleash Your Manifesting Power course takes you through all of that. For the hearing, my ears are God's ears. I hear with the ears of spirit. Ooh, I'm non-resistant and I'm willing to be led. I hear glad tidings of great joy. My ears are God's ears. I hear with the ears of spirit. I'm non-resistant and I'm willing to be led. I hear glad tidings of great joy. For right work, I have perfect work in a perfect way. I give a perfect service for perfect pay. That quote I also have heard from Catherine Ponder, and I'm guessing, I think they were alive at the same time. I don't remember exactly, but that one's a good one. I have perfect work in a perfect way. I give a perfect service for perfect pay. And finally, for freedom from all bondage. Ooh, she really ends with a banger. For freedom of all bondage. For freedom from all bondage. I cast this burden on the Christ within and I go free. I cast this burden on the Christ within, my higher self, God source within, and I go free. All right. Let's get caught up with the comments. Let's manifest together. VIP Deborah says, I sure do wish you could write them down, but I know that it's a lot. Maybe somebody could put it out there. YouTube transcripts. Really, oh my. You know what? For those inside the Cosmic Collective, I'll write them. I'll write them in there today. I'll drop them into, I think I'll drop them into like the teachable lessons so that way you can always go back. Okay? How about that? And I'm going to put the link for the occult books, the books from like all these books that I found this library for. Because you know what? I got you guys as valuable members of the Cosmic Collective. I appreciate you. So yes, I will do that for you. You're welcome, VIP Catherine, VIP Deborah, all of my friends inside the Cosmic Collective. Let's get our journals out and start manifesting together. I'm about this close to changing my manifestation, but I almost have to figure out what it is going to be next. So I'm almost ready to be done with it though. But let's get our journals out nonetheless and let's manifest together. Once again, this is Dr. James Doty. This is his idea. He is a neurosurgeon. He talked to Mel Robbins a couple months ago. He says that this is exactly how the body manifests. Your body goes from the parasympathetic to the sympathetic. No, sympathetic to the parasympathetic, I think. Shoot, VIP Aaron. Why can I never remember? It's not in my brain. Anyway, in any event, he says this is how you manifest. And I almost asked you if you're on Goodreads. I feel like I am, but I'm not. Like it comes up onto my Kindle, but I'm not. What are we reading? Hashtag what are we reading? I was just thinking, can we have a book channel? Yeah, I can say what I'm sympathetic to parasympathetic. Thank you, VIP Catherine. I can let you know what I'm reading. In fact, I could it's a book that's on this library. I just started reading it this morning, although I'm reading multiple books at the moment. I think I have like 6 books I'm reading right now. Because I go from one and then I get an inspiration and then I have to find an answer, but I'll go back and I'll read them all. But it's kind of this, it's kind of like, to me, it's like research. I'm researching often. And so I'm kind of following the trail and then I'm trying to bring it together for you guys. So yeah, but good idea on the book thing. We can do book club inside the Cosmic Collective. I'm down with that. All right, let's go. We started this November 7th, 2024, November 7th, 2024. It has been a whopping almost, 10 weeks. And in 10 weeks, I have gained 8,000 followers officially. 10 weeks, 8,000 followers, not so bad. Pretty good, I would say. VIP Aaron says, I'm trying to read more, some spiritual, some fiction, a bit of it all, just like to see what others are reading. Yeah, I like to always keep a fiction book in rotation just to like keep, like, my mind can have a break from the science stuff and like the spiritual stuff. But right now, I'm really, most of what I'm reading, half of what I'm reading is for this course I'm creating. If it goes the way that my mind is creating it, which it will because I'm the creator of my reality, it is going to be it's probably going to be my most profound work to date. And I'm like, I want to cry just saying that. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it. Let's manifest together. Step 1, write down your desires. So I vividly see, he says write it down. I say add in the senses, because when you add in your senses, you're able to create the visualization easier in step 4. So step 1 is write it down. Step 2, read it silently. Step 3, read it out loud. Step 4, visualize. By the way, you're getting this for free, 50 free on Mondays and Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, this is for my subscribers only. So just as an FYI, if you want to do this with me every day. I vividly see 20 million followers on my TikTok page. I'll probably just switch it over to YouTube, I guess. I don't know. And I feel so proud. So I've already seen and now I feel so proud and excited as I share this with my partner. And I hear, so now I'm hearing. I've already seen, felt, and now I hear. And I hear him say how proud he is of me, to keep going, babe, and how I'll be at 40 million followers in no time. It just feels so real at this point that it kind of feels silly to keep writing it. I'm on book 3 of the Outlander series. Okay, VIP Jewel says, I know you don't even need this. Fiction is hard for me. I like it, but tend to feel guilty. VIP Aaron calling herself out in the comments. Yeah, it is your relaxation self-care time. We all need to rest our brains, you guys. That's why I watch crap reality TV. I hate watching most TV because it's just so boring to me. But sometimes I just watch like the crappiest reality TV shows because I'm like just giving my brain a break. Like, I don't have to think about these people. They're saying weird things. They're acting crazy on TV. I'm like, okay. Okay. And half the time I start watching it and then I pick up my Kindle anyway. So, all right. So read your manifestation silently to yourself. Yeah, you know what you can start to do, VIP Aaron, is just time block those moments. Like, okay, no matter what, even if I want to finish it, it's 10 o'clock and I know if I honor my energy tonight, I'll be like in the swing of things tomorrow and I'll have energy to have self-care time again, which means I get to read this again. And it's like a fun reward for honoring your energy. Because I'll get caught up too. I could crochet all night. I could get caught up in that too. But I just say, no, you know what? This is my fun reward for honoring my energy. All right, so read it silently to yourself. Read it out loud. I'm not going to read it out loud because I just read it out loud, and I'm finding that in the subscriber only channel, when I'm silent, I think it's better. So read yours out loud. I just read mine. Make an experiment, VIP Catherine and VIP Aaron, with yourselves. Make an experiment. If you stop reading it and you get a good night's rest, You'll have more for tomorrow. And then you'll have another sweet treat at the end of the day, which is I get to read a few more pages. And then you have some more for tomorrow. You have the energy is nice and smooth, right? Versus like I stayed up all night because I wanted to finish this book, kind of a vibe. Yeah, yeah, and when it's done, right? I take breaks throughout the day. When the 10 minutes is up, like I'm literally like the old boss that's like punch out for the break and punch back in. Like when the 10-15 minutes is up, it's up, and then it's just like okay, let's get back. Now, if the energy is a little bit off and I need 20 minutes or whatever, I'm my own boss, so of course I can be a little bit more lenient with myself. But I do schedule breaks in that way. All right, let's do the dang thing, you guys. Let's visualize. And then we're going to get on the energetic wave, and then we're going to call it a day. And I'm a little bit late for my own show ending, but that's okay. That's okay for today. Unless I'm spiraling, I tend to read the last chapter in the middle too. Oh my gosh. What? Wow. Never would I ever read the last chapter before I finish. I couldn't even imagine. The suspense like gets you that much. Not me. Well, that's a very interesting idea around patience, right? All right, let's visualize together, you guys. Let's get our chakra hands going. Oh, you have to decide if you can handle it. That's just wrong. Shield yourself before you read these books, VIP Aaron. It sounds like you need to energetically shield from the books you're reading. I read the stupidest crappy fiction, you guys. I don't read anything serious. It's all like silly romance. It's not like super like intense and like passionate. It's just like light, fluffy, just dumb stuff. All right. We are going to breathe in and out of our heart chakra, breathing in, pulling the energy through the nose on the inhale through the heart, exhaling through the heart, breathing in through the heart, exhaling through the heart, breathing in, opening the heart chakra, pulling the energy through, exhaling, closing it. You should feel some pressure or some movement here. If you've been doing this long enough with me, really focus your attention on your heart space. Focus your attention on the inside of your body, into the soft tissues, the heart, the organ itself. And see if you can feel it. And then you start to act out your scene. I will be quiet because I think this is becoming more powerful. Actually, I kind of have to talk because some people might be new here. So we act out the scene. We are the leading actor, actress, person in our lives. We are the VIP. We are the MVP. We are that person. Put yourself in the game. You are the captain. And you are acting out your scene. My scene is that I open the door to my partner coming home. I give him a kiss. My doggie is wiggling like crazy to get out of my hands. She wants her daddy after a long day. And she's wiggling and we walk together. He has her. We walk over to the kitchen. I say, put down your bag. I take her back. I'm holding her now. And he puts down his bag, his backpack, and then I hand her back over to him and we walk to the sofa and we sit kind of near each other and I ask him, how was your day? I ask him, how was your day? He tells me a little bit. And then he's like, how did your day go? And I'm like, babe, you're not gonna believe it. And I hand him my phone. And either we're both speechless, one of two. We're either both speechless or we are like jumping up and down celebrating that I have reached my manifestation. I brought it into reality. But not just that, but that I have impacted this many people and hopefully will impact many, many more in my lifetime, energetically speaking. And I hope that my energy lives on in a way that's impactful for others as well. And when I first started visualizing this, because I'm done now, open my eyes. When I first started visualizing this, it felt exciting and it felt a little nervous in my heart, in my body. And as I grew with my desire and as my energy started to kind of stabilize into this idea and this desire coming to life, it got more exciting and more happy and more joyful. And this one was a very content feeling in my heart. It was actually the first time I felt this content. Now, I was just saying how I feel like I'm almost getting tired of writing this down because I have the faith. And so I know that if I continuously ask for the same thing over and over again, it's indicative that I don't have the faith, and I do. The contentment in my heart right now is very indicative that I feel very calm. So I think I'll switch it up. I'm gonna have to think, what is next? And I guess since I'm switching it up, I'll do a quick YouTube video on what happened I followed Dr. James Doty's formula for manifesting, and this is what happened. And for those of you that are not on my YouTube channel already, I have been vlogging. My week 2 video is up. What'd you guys think of it? I know it was kind of silly, but this is my real life behind the scenes, and the things that I'm doing often. So I hope that you guys got a chance to check that out. And if you did check it out on YouTube, please follow me over there, subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. It's just a click of a button. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else, but that would be helpful for me. All right, VIP Catherine says, oh, that's the kind, only kind mine are. Let's be real, this can be a bit cheesy rom-com I'm talking about. Oh, I know, that's mine too. Mine are super cheesy, super just fluffy. Sometimes I read them. After I read a spiritual book, you guys, I change over to the fiction book. And the sentences are so simple that I'm like, I feel like it was made for a 5-year-old, or who can read, a 7-year-old. And I go from reading these very complex material to that, and I'm like, it takes me a second to even adjust to the verbiage and the way that the sentences are structured. I'm like, who wrote this book? And then I'm like, this person has so many books. They're all like best-selling books. I'm like, shit, I should write a book like this because it's so simple. But it's actually a skill to speak and to write so simple. And it's one that I work toward often. It's very challenging. When I used to blog, I would get such a low blog score because my readability was too high. In other words, it would take somebody with like an advanced level of understanding to read it. So it's actually a skill to really bring a reading level down to such a low level, which I hate calling it that, but like, yeah, it's quite interesting. All right, so VIP Aaron says, totally makes sense and would continue being similar. Oh wait, let's be real, that's the only kind of read. Loved it. VIP Catherine says, yes, honestly love the realness. It gives me strength to be my most authentic self. Thank you for that. You already know I did. VIP Joel says, thank you guys for supporting me over there. Yeah, I appreciate that. The real and raw is what I like. I'm so tired of fake entertainment. I really am. And I guess it kind of makes sense that I create mine the way I do. Because I do, like, you are entertained by me. You're, I'm sure, learning something from me, but ultimately you're also entertained by me for an hour or so each morning. And then whenever you go on my TikTok page or my YouTube and watch. So I like it to be, like, when I'm watching, I'm more gravitated toward reality. But, you know, reality shows are still even produced. So you can't even really get real. Unless you're, like, on somebody's page that's real. Like, I straight up, like, no makeup, showing my whole face. Like, this is me. This is, like... But I like it. Because I don't, by the time I get everything ready, like my whole body, like I'm wash my hair and put the makeup and this and that, it's an hour. My energy's like already depleted. I blow dry all this long, thick hair, which I'm not complaining of. I love my hair. But like, all that takes a lot of energy when I could have just been creating the whole time. VIP Aaron says, my comment was about continuing to write it. That would be forcing it once you get to where you are now. Yeah, okay, let me see. Let me go back to that comment because I was like, wait, what? That totally makes sense and we'll continue it to be similar to forcing it. Yeah, exactly. So, remember, we're going to get on the energetic wave in a second, but for those of you that are just starting to manifest with me, first, we are doing this to release the fear, release being seen, release whatever it is, the limiting belief. Then we are getting ourselves right. We are starting to program the subconscious. There's layers to this. There's steps that are involved. Not a lot. It's more about consistent effort. Now we've programmed the subconscious. I've programmed it to where I want it, 20 million. I think that's still a nice number. It feels good to me. I don't really crave much more. I'm sure that once I hit 20 million, 30 million is going to feel similar and 40 million will feel similar and whatever, right? So that's good for me. And I feel good saying it. And it's almost to the point where if I think I ask one more time, God, Source, Universe, Creator is going to like want to smack me in my face and say, Lindsay, seriously, just be patient now. That's all you have to do and have the faith. And I have the faith. So there's that. Okay. So where are you at in the journey, right? Where are you at in this journey? Is God, Source, Universe, Creator ready to smack you in the face? Because if God, Source, Universe, Creator is ready to smack you in the face, then that is your cue to say, it is now time for me to work on my faith and my patience. And what is faith and patience other than taking yourself out of your physical senses long enough each day to not ask where it is? Why has it not come to me yet, right? And how do you do that? Well, you pick up a hobby, you do something creative, you keep your mind focused on things that you love to do rather than on what is meant to be and when it is coming to you. Because you'll always get what is meant for you, right? A couple of works. Just kidding, VIP here, and you don't have to fix that. All right, let's get on the energetic wave. That made me chuckle. You guys, I'm so happy to be back on TikTok. I wasn't really depressed or anything. The other thing, oh, I want to share one more thing with you. The other thing I thought about my TikTok, my partner was like, I was like, okay, so the CEO of TikTok, this guy saying we can download all of our videos without having to go through an app and take out the watermarks. I told my partner, I said, do you think I should do it? And he goes, yeah, you should just start downloading them all. And I was like, that is so much work. I don't want to. And he's like, you don't want to? And I was like, I don't want to. And he's like, why? And I said, because I already said what I had to say. And it's kind of like this, if you are a TikTok creator, you are an artist, which you're an artist anyway, but if you're, this is my art, right? This is a form of art. This is something I'm creating. It's art. Anything you create is art. And I thought to myself, I'm an artist here, and then what if all my art just got wiped away? Would I be sad, or would I be like, huh, okay, clean slate, like what's next? And I started to kind of think, and it was more like clean slate. I wouldn't be sad. I screenshot enough of my grid to kind of see like really insightful things I've ever said. And I thought, okay, I could recreate that again if I wanted to. But I thought I've already put it out to the ethers once, and I honestly wouldn't have been sad. It was a really nice, freeing feeling, because I was like, also, I've already done this one time. And if I've already created this platform one time, I could always just do it again, which is why I'm focused now on building out my YouTube as well. Because it's like, okay, if I've done it here, I'll keep doing it here. What I'm doing is working. Now I'm going to go to this platform and do it there, right? Yeah, and I came back and like I opened the app and I had like 50 new followers, and I was like, well, that's nice. That's a nice present, right? Yeah, for sure it fits YouTube. I was on YouTube for a long time and I quit. I started my YouTube back in 2021 and then I just quit because it was just I burned myself out. I was on too many platforms at once. And I was trying to do everything, and I was pushing out in desperation versus pushing out in the process and the pattern I wanted to do it. So, yeah. Thank you for that, VIP Erin. So it was quite interesting anyway, which was, if it goes away for good, will I be sad? And I was like, no. It's like maybe if you're somebody who's making pottery, or like you're on the wheel, the clay wheel, and then you get the vase all done and then you just hit your finger wrong and then the whole thing crumbles and you have to smash it and start over. It was that kind of feeling. I was like, I think I could just do it better and do it again. Huh. Freeing. So, thanks for being here. Thank you for letting me reprogram your subconscious mind so you are the most empowered version of yourself, so you can collect all of the abundance that is meant for you in this lifetime. Let's get on the energetic wave. I'm tired of talking this morning. Close your eyes, breathing in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it go. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it go. One more deep breath in, letting it go. Maybe rather than focusing on any sort of manifestation today or releasing of a limiting belief, you just ask for more patience. You ask for the faith that's required of you to create your reality easily and effortlessly, efficiently and productively. Or you think about that manifestation as well, or limiting belief. It's really up to you, but tap in, ask yourself, what do I really need to focus on? Am I just holding on to this idea that I have a limiting belief because it helps me, I don't know, keep playing small in my life? Am I really ready to manifest? Is God, Source, Universe, Creator ready to smack me on the side of the face and say, stop asking for the same thing over and over again? We are working on it for you. What is it for you? We're all in different stages of our lives, so what is it for you? Repeating out loud after me, only silently if you must. The words you speak do have power, so say them with conviction from your solar plexus chakra and with love and intention from your heart chakra. I am strong, and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. You're happy, you're manifesting your best reality. Most people are not, so be proud of yourself. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I am strong, and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. You're happy that you are putting the spiritual wisdom and knowledge you have to use. You are implementing it. You're releasing yourself from lower vibrations. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. And so you take that thought, that feeling, that idea, that vision, and you breathe it in and you pull it up the chakra system, giving it out of the crown chakra, the top of the head, to God, Source, Universe, Creator, for God, Source, Universe, Creator to understand and experience, so God, Source, Universe, Creator, love can help us co-create together. And on the exhale, we're bringing it down, down, down the chakra system, down the length of the spine, down, down, letting it sink down, down, down to the root chakra, the base of the spine, where you are cementing it in a clockwise fashion. Good. One more time on your own. Really building it out at the crown, making it as big as you can. I'm holding it at the top and I'm exhaling it down. My third eye is like, feels like there is a nail in it. It's kind of like in a burning sensation right now, quite interesting. Cementing it into the physical reality in a clockwise fashion in the root. One more time. I am strong and I can do this. And so you smile big and you show me your teethers, because you are a happy person who is creating their reality. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. And you are on the energetic wave. And go figure that I end right at 1024, one of my very first ever angel numbers. Not a coincidence there. Thank you guys for being part of the show. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're interested in working with me or being closer to me on any given day, join the Cosmic Collective. There is a daily Discord that you have access to when you join that group. It is a $49 a month subscription membership. And inside you get monthly spiritual lessons. You get 2 Q&As tomorrow night, you guys, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll drop it in the Discord and I'll send you guys an email reminder. You also get monthly spiritual lessons. There are tons of them already in there, probably 6 or 8 months worth at this point. 7 months worth. I will continue to evolve my life and I will continue to win at life. And so if you spend time with somebody who's continuously evolving and winning, you will too. That's just how it works, energetically speaking. Have a great day. Oh my gosh, that's been showing up so much for you. Oh yeah, since I was young, it's been my number forever. VIP Deborah says, oh, I had like a numbing pain in my head off side of my third eye. Interesting. Interesting, VIP Deborah. Have a great day, you guys. Have a wonderful day. This was my biggest release yet. VIP Jules, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a VIP. You might want to consider joining the Cosmic Collective. Chris, thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here. My third eye is just buzzing, you guys. Sorry, I'm like really just like releasing it out, letting it just kind of... All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. I will see you. Yeah, I'll see you guys either here tomorrow. I'll see you both places, right? And I'm going to continuously build up my YouTube. Go check me out on YouTube. I'm creating new content. Maybe my goal is to do more long form content, maybe once a week or twice a week. I'll be pushing out some new content. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye to my YouTubers. Have an amazing day.